opening up to, once again, dear ones, new parameters in your life as you're moving forward in your year of 2017, a rapid ascension through the year of 2017. As we said to you in our overview of your year of 2017, this is going to be a year of acceleration, a year of assertiveness, a year of urgency where that is concerned as you are moving forward and towards what you say you want in your life where that is concerned, but moving more steadfastly into a new collective consciousness, because what is transpiring in the world outside of yourself in these days of unrest that you are seeing outside of yourself in your worldly plane where that is concerned, you are moving towards the creation of a new collective consciousness where that is concerned. But all the while, dear ones, moving in a step-by-step process, a monthly step-by-step process that we will be bringing you through to a deeper sense of collective consciousness within yourself where that is concerned, opening up to the grandness of yourself, the greatness of yourself, the empowerment of the self where that is concerned, because it is most important, dear ones, in order to begin the formation of a new collective consciousness, that collective consciousness needs to reside within you where that is concerned. So as we take you on a step-by-step process through your year of 2017, it is important to keep in mind, dear ones, the outer aspects of your third dimensional realm, what is transpiring in the outer aspects of your third dimensional realm, seeing how you can contribute to creation of a new collective consciousness, but that basis of the collective consciousness is within you and the depth and breadth of your heart space and the collective consciousness in your heart space, and that foundation and the base of that foundation is love, which begins with love of self where that is concerned. So the only way a collective consciousness can form, a collective consciousness of peace, community, harmony, love, and equality, is if that resides within you first where that is concerned. So it is why we keep on asking you, and we constantly ask you what is transpiring in your life, looking outside of yourself in the third dimensional realm, and ask yourself, am I responding or reacting to what is transpiring outside of myself? What is transpiring within me as I see what is transpiring in the world outside of myself? And how does that make me feel where that is concerned? Moving into the depth and breadth of your heart space and observing if in fact you are isolating and separating yourself from what is transpiring out in the world where that is concerned. Are you opposing what is transpiring outside of you? Are you protesting what is transpiring outside of in your world where that is concerned, thus forming a separation from what is transpiring outside in your world? And then, dear ones, looking at the macrocosm of that, and then of course, dear ones, looking at the microcosm in your personal relationships where the same could be happening. So what we are asking each and every one of you to do is to look outside of yourself in the third dimensional realm, look at what is transpiring in the third dimensional realm, and asking yourself, does it resonate or doesn't it resonate? We have repeated this many, many times before. And it is now about moving into a detailed, oriented observation of self. A detailed, oriented observation of self. Because it is important, dear ones, to see if in fact you are reacting to what is transpiring outside of yourself, moving into your defense patterns, which, dear ones, when you are triggered, when the nervous system is triggered, that does happen. So it's about observing that first, and then accepting with compassion that it was transpiring, because it is important to keep in mind, dear ones, that as you move on a step-by-step process in a committed personal process where that is concerned, what you are doing within that process is raising your awareness and consciousness to self, moving to a place of self-mastery by raising your awareness and consciousness of self. Self-mastery is, dear one, the highest aspect within yourself where you have raised your level of vibration, level of resonance, level of awareness, and level of consciousness of self. Mastering the self. It is not about fixing the self, getting rid of aspects of yourself. It is simply about mastering the self by moving into a introspective process on a committed basis of yourself. So when you do that, and you are committed to that, and we are moving through a step-by-step process of that, it is by moving into that through acceptance and compassion of what is transpiring with the self, by observing the self. And then as you observe the self, you can look at yourself and simply make another choice. This is consciousness, dear ones. This is awareness, dear ones. Raising your awareness and consciousness to self. So when you look outside of yourself in the third dimensional realm, the happenstance of what is transpiring in your third dimensional realm at this most important time, this most important juncture of the incarnational process of the universal plane, the incarnational process of your earthly plane where that is concerned, we simply ask you to see if you are reacting to what is transpiring, quite possibly your nervous system being triggered. And dear one, as you have moved through your month of January and look at what is transpiring in your worldly plane, simply observe that. Observe, dear one, if you are moving and coming from a place of love or a place of resistance and opposition to what is transpiring, and then move into this place of love in the depth and breadth of your heart space, collecting, dear ones, your energy in your heart space. A collective consciousness of your energy in your heart space. And then move within the depth and breadth of your heart space and observe where you are with this. And then, dear ones, ask yourself, am I in a place of love or am I in a place of resistance? Am I in a place of love or am I in a place of resistance? So it is not so much about resisting what is transpiring outside of yourself. It is about seeing where you are within it all. Because, dear ones, the new collective consciousness is a collective consciousness of love, peace, community, harmony, and equality. As we have said many times before, it is not about changing what is transpiring outside of yourself. It is about firmly standing in your truth, the truth of love, peace, community, harmony, and equality, that your specific personal conscious values of that, and expressing that to the world. So it is not about reacting to what is transpiring outside of yourself. It is about responding from the depth and breadth of your heart space in truth, community, harmony, equality, and love. And as you do that, dear ones, you begin to form a new collective consciousness, and that is the basis of that. And then you are standing in your truth, the powerfulness of your truth, the powerfulness that is self-love, the powerfulness that is self-empowerment, based in love. And as you form this new collective consciousness over a period of time, you begin to raise the resonance and vibration of what is transpiring in the world. So it is important, dear ones, to move into this place as you now move into your month of February. Your month of February is a continuation of love, moving into the heart space on an accelerated process. But what is transpiring and may be transpiring for many during this period are peaks and valleys in your life. Moving to high points in your life and low points in your life. Moving into depths of the shadow, and then moving out of the shadow into bright formations of light. So what is transpiring for many at this time are these peaks and valleys almost on a daily basis. A moment-by-moment basis. Moving into the shadow, moving out of the shadow. Moving from the shadow to the light to the shadow, almost on a cyclical daily basis as you look at what is transpiring out in the third dimensional realm. Because, dear ones, what is transpiring out in your third dimensional realm is a necessary aspect of the growth of your earthly plane, of the universal plane in the soul's divine plan of your earthly plane. It is, dear one, what is needed in order for you to stand in the depth and breadth of your truth. What is happening in your third dimensional realm, in your worldly plane right now, is, dear one, many are now being asked, what is your truth? What is your truth? So as you move through your month of February, continually ask that question, what is my truth? As I look outside of myself in the third dimensional realm, asking myself, does this resonate or doesn't it resonate? And what is my truth? Many are being triggered to express themselves, which is why I said to you, dear ones, your year of 2017 is the year of fully expressing the empowerment and the powerfulness of you. Your year of 2017 is the year of full expression of the empowerment and powerfulness of you through your truth. So what is transpiring in your earthly plane at this time, dear ones, is many are being tested, whether they consciously know it or not, as to where their truth lies. You see, dear ones, there is a difference between beliefs and truth. We have said this many times. What is transpiring quite possibly is your belief systems are being tested. The old aspects of your belief systems in relationship to your truth. So what you're seeing through the lightning rod of the energetic aspect of what is transpiring in your earthly plane is that energetically is triggering many with the divine question, what is your truth? So, dear ones, what is your truth at this time? So as you move through the month of February, we ask you to keep that question in mind. What is my truth? What is my truth? What is my truth?